Hi there, it's 12, it's Thursday, and that means live on Botanicamy's page. I'm Tanya, I run Botanicamy, and underneath Botanicamy, if you haven't seen that yet, I'm a very enthusiastic, determined, and passionate doTERRA wellness advocate. And the reason I'm doing the live today about aromatics is to come and teach you why aromatic use is such a good way of using essential oils. The reason for it being such a good way, and I'm going to be living proof of it this week, is because of how quickly these molecules can actually affect your mood. So if you've just joined in, I see you, Lundy's just joined in, welcome. It's Tanya from Botanicamy, and today I'm talking aromatic use. So in case you haven't noticed, the whole country's gone in uproar because doTERRA has finally launched. The doors for the warehouse have been opened, and because there's so many of us that have been working tirelessly for the last year to build systems and do training and basically share our knowledge of oils with people, it's been a roller coaster of a week, right? So in the past year, we have built systems where it's a step-by-step guide for people who just want to learn more about oils, but also for people to be able to start their own businesses. So when something like that actually comes to life, there's so much anticipation, and you've been waiting it for so long, you become so emotional about it, but it's actually really exhausting. So it's been months. I joined in September last year, and now we've literally gotten to the stage where we have a warehouse, everything's gone live, we are testing the systems, and obviously there's glitches here and there like there would be, but the emotional roller coaster ride has been very thrilling and very tiring, as I've said. So what I'm going to walk you through today is why aromatic use of essential oils are so powerful at assisting or supporting your body, and what blend I've been using this week on me, because I need to be energized. I've been working quite a few hours trying to get certain things online and to assist people as quickly as possible, because hey, everyone's like really excited that doTERRA has gone live. So let's talk a little bit about the aromatics. So if you didn't know what essential oils are, they are basically the aromatic molecules in plants. We get them from the stem, the leaf, bark, roots, petals of a flower. And these aromatic compounds are then distilled, and then for the citrus oils, they're obviously cold pressed from the skins. But these aromatic compounds are then formed into what we have as essential oils, okay? And basically, because these aromatic molecules are volatile, you can imagine that they travel through the air rather quickly. And because they travel through the air really quickly, they also have the ability to affect your mood or support your body very quickly too. So these molecules, or aromatic volatile molecules as we call them, go through your nasal passages, and then through the olfactory system. They are then there's chemical or there's reactions that take place, messages that are formed, and then because the olfactory system is connected to your limbic system, which is the part of your brain where emotion and memory sits. The messages that this olfactory system then sends to the limbic brain can then entice you to feel very good. It can conjure up a childhood memory really quickly. So if it's a smell that you associate with something that was really powerful and a really positive thing in your life going through, that smell can be something that just really uplifts your mood really quickly. At the same time, though, if it's a smell that you sort of get from an instance in your life where you weren't so happy, or that where something has gone wrong, obviously it's going to have that same effect, right? I can also see Liesel is joining. People are starting to come in now. Hi, Liesel. Thanks for joining. We're talking aromatic use of essential oils today, and the reason they're so potent, and it's such a good way to use oils, and how they've assisted me through this week so far with this manic, crazy launch that's going on. All right, so basically when these molecules then travel up the nasal passages, as I said, they're going to affect the olfactory senses, and these olfactory sensors then send these messages to your limbic brain, limbic system in your brain. Hi, Daniel, just joined. Yo, those are a lot of hearts. Does your wife know you're sending me so many hearts? Daniel? No, it's okay. Queen Bee knows me. I know Michelle. It's fine. So basically, you need to use oils in a way or you're able to use oils in a way where they're going to make you feel energized. It's going to uplift you when you need a little bit of upliftment going, hey? And energizing this week has been crucial for me. Hi, Pinky. I can see you've also joined. Fantastic. Thank you. And it's really just amazing how powerful your emotions can be controlled by smells. So today we're talking the essential oils that helped me during the week. And I actually went and did a little bit of research only afterwards to see why they're affecting me so positively this week, okay? Because basically what I did is I went to my box of oils, I started opening them, and I literally just chose oils that made me feel good, made me feel energized, because I really, really need energy this week, okay? So I opened these bottles and just instantaneously they're working, and I've now actually figured out a really, really good blend, right? And I'm going to walk you through the blend and exactly why these oils are so beneficial for me this week. But maybe before I get to that, let's just go a little bit through the chemical constituents of some of these oils, okay? And the reason they work so well and what they can actually ignite in the limbic system through the olfactory nerves. That means the aromatic molecules going in through your nasal passages. Oh, by the way, before we even get to that, when these molecules actually pass through your nose and the olfactory system, they actually go and dissolve into the lung tissue and the nasal passages and actually goes into your bloodstream, where they then also have a therapeutic effect. And I'm not going to say recently, it is quite an older study, but there is not a lot of scientific research showing exactly how these essential oils affect you metabolically, all right? But I have come across quite a nice study where they took, I think it was 31 college students that had mild anxiety or depression symptoms, and they were diffusing certain oils around them for 10 days in a row, and the metabolic constituents or the metabolic it's not chemicals. What's the word that I'm looking for? The metabolites were tested in their urine. And after the 10 days from those same ladies, that 31 college student ladies suffering from these conditions or these ailments or health challenges, I should say, the metabolites in their urine actually reflected that they were becoming less anxious, and they were feeling very much more uplifted. All right, so it's no longer just that, like they did a questionnaire, how anxious are you, scale from 1 to 10, do you feel sad, none of that. They were actually doing physical tests on the urine to check how the metabolites were changing, and they found a very positive effect. Yes, the essential oils didn't work on all 31 of them, because remember, as I explained at the beginning of this video, some smells have very powerful and positive memories for certain people, but they also have negatives for others, or no effect at all, because it's not something that their bodies responds to, because we are biochemically all different, okay? But basically what they found is there was a statistically significant result in showing metabolic changes that they could pick up in the urine. And I think that is an absolutely amazing study. I can send the reference for you, a reference to you if you want to go through that study and read a little bit more about it, about the science components in the background. So just pop me a message after this video has been posted on my group and I'll gladly send it over. But that to me is quite exciting, because that at least means, we all know these things affect us emotionally, and they have such great power over what we feel and what we experience at that moment. But there's some very good scientific research coming through for that as well. All right, so if we look at the minty oils are commonly known to be very uplifting and energizing. And the reason for that is they have a high concentration of ketones. And just there, I'm actually going to say with minty oils, one of the oils in my blend that has really worked well for me this week is spearmint. I've just discovered spearmint. It's one of the most amazing oils for me. And yes, I'll send the study to you, Liesl, sure. But spearmint actually has a very high chemical concentration of carbones, and carbones are exceptionally energizing. And now you can understand why including spearmint in my blend this week is really helping me, because I need to feel energized when you are going through so many emotions in a week because of a launch, and getting to the stage where you've reached now an end goal because you've been going through all this turmoil for the last couple of months. You can understand why something as energizing as spearmint is definitely assisting me this week. All right, let's move on to the next one, which is floral oils. They are typically composed of monoterpene alcohols, and they provide calming characteristics. So think lavender, think clary calm, those kind of things. Clary calm, listen to me, clary sage, all right? Very calming on the emotions. I don't actually have a floral oil specifically in my blend this week, but at least you now know that if you need a calming oil, go and reach for a floral oil, all right? Trees, herbs, and grass oils. Now, this tends to be the group that I react to best. I just have an absolute affinity for herbs and the smells of trees and pinenes and those kind of things. But trees, herbs, and grass oils primarily include sesquiterpenes, oxides, and esters, which help promote soothing, grounding emotions and feelings of renewal. Can you understand why something like that would be really assisting my body this week? I always need to ground myself because I'm running around like an absolute lunatic, okay? Always high energy this week. I'm obviously needing the more energy from the spearmint. Hi, we've also got Livia attending. Oh, fantastic. She went to school with me like a million years ago. Thanks for joining, Livia. So basically, the tree, herb, and grass oils are very beneficial to my body in general, okay? So usually when I'm making a blend, there's at least one of those oils in there. And the tree and the herb and the grass oils that I'm using in my blend for this week are rosemary and basil. I'm using 2, right? So basil has a very high concentration of linalool, which is very renewing and calming, all right? And it rejuvenates you. So again, you can very much understand now why this oil attracted me when I opened it, and I could smell the beautiful aromatic fragrance coming from the bottle. But basil is also hormonally very good, especially for females during a certain period of the month where you need that extra support when you're feeling a little bit down. So the basil in this case, because of the linalool, is renewing. It's calming me. So instead of using a floral oil, the basil in my blend is calming me and helping me to stay focused and not run around like a headless chicken because I'm so very, very excited. Nazli, yes, I'll send you a copy of that reference article. I'm going to just post it in the comments after this live, right? So please just go back there and go and find it for me there so that I don't have to send so many separate messages. Go and find it. I'll put it in there. But that's what the basil is doing for me, right? So it's making me feel rejuvenated. Okay, then we move on to rosemary. And I'm holding it up like a trophy, right? This is probably one of the oils I use every single day of my life. And the reason I do that is I like to have a very focused brain. Rosemary is also the plant of remembrance, right? So the rosemary actually helps me focus so that I don't do the headless chicken thing, okay? Rosemary is full of 1.8 cineol, and if you remember from last week's live, that is the eucalyptol, so it has the added benefit of opening your airway, so it's got an additional respiratory support as well. But besides that, the 1.8 cineol is very restoring and it fortifies knowledge. That's why it's helping you focus, okay? So those 2 are my tree, herb, and grass oils from that section of the oils that's going into my blend. Right, then in moves citrus oils. Citrus oils contain chemical components like beta-pinene, monoterpenes, and limonene, and they contain significant uplifting characters, right? Again, from one of my videos that I've done before, grapefruit, my absolute favorite, okay? I don't know what it is. Wild orange is amazing, yes. Lemon is amazing. Tangerine is amazing. Kumquat is amazing. But for some reason, I just keep on going back to this grapefruit. It's just, I don't know, it's just so uplifting and it makes me happy. It just really makes me happy, okay? So the grapefruit is very high in limonene specifically, which we now know from that group of oils is very uplifting, okay? And if you are interested in having warming properties, in other words, if you're feeling a little bit, you need the comfort of a winter or a warming oil for your emotions, then definitely go to spice oils, okay? And the spice oils have phenols, which have the warming properties. So if you then take all of those constituents together, I didn't have a spice oil in this specific blend. That's not what was in mine. I had some of the tree herb grass oil group. I had some in the mint oil group, and I had some in the citrus oil group. So if you don't have a diffuser, how do I just walk around with this smell around me? Because they actually stay in your hands quite long. Most of them are top notes. So there's not a lot of base notes in here. So they are going to be evaporating off your skin really quickly. But literally just touching your hand with all 4 of the different oils like this. I'm just going to go through the whole rigmarole so you can see what I'm doing, because I'm going to get the added benefit of the therapeutic effect that they're going to have on me. It's going to uplift me. It's going to calm me. It's going to focus me. And literally all 4 of those oils, you're going to then be a human diffuser. So you're just going to rub your hands together. I wish you guys could smell through the phone. Please, if you have these oils, go and try it. it's just the most amazing combination. And I've literally did it a 1-to-1-to-1 ratio. Okay, so there's not more drops of the one compared to the other one. It's literally going to be 1 drop basil, 1 drop rosemary, 1 drop spearmint, and 1 drop grapefruit. Please go and give that blend a try and send me a message if you also find that blend incredibly uplifting and calming all at the same time with the energizing spirit in there. And yeah, let me know what you think of that blend. And I hope you join Tanya from Botanicamy again next week, Thursday at 12, when I will do my next live. Thank you for joining in. Cheerio.